Go.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
New shows
The big one
premiering.
tonight.
Evening, boys.
Good evening.
Definitely going to be interesting.
£1 million on the line. Interesting money.
To be fair, it's the classic ROBLOX
Big
Game Show
money.
trope, isn't it? Or the classic US Game Show trope.
Yeah.
It's a £1 million game
I have this
show!
really interesting idea. We should set a custom jackpot. No!
Ever since Who Wants to Be a Millionaire launched in the UK,
This looks like a.
nearly
No, I'm not gonna lie.
every
This looks like
game
a
show in America is
coliseum.
trying-
This looks like a coliseum. Jesus Christ.
Like every other game show in America is like, oh, we gotta make sure there's a million of it.
Oh, we need a
it.
game show prize. A car. Nah, £1 million.
That's the
Buckaroos.
mindset of America.
£1 million.
How many times, and I think I'd done the maths on this as well prior to this year, how many times do you think in the UK has been £1 million top prize offers on TV?
Are we counting how many shows or how many episodes?
In Britain.
Okay, the recent
Limitless win, red or black.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Like a number,
No,
not a list, but a
It's
specific
been
number. A
years.
specific number. A
Oh.
specific number.
About
Like,
3.
how many episodes or how many shows?
Just
Because
number of
shows
shows.
are
Just
probably
number of
about-
shows. We're not including revivals. Not
Right.
including revivals.
Can I count?
So
Red or
specific.
black? Wants to be a millionaire.
We can't count Who
Limitless
Wants to Be a Millionaire.
win.
That got revived.
You can count it as
Well,
one, but it would have
revive.
been. But that counts
I
as
like
one.
5. I'd say about 5 shows.
Apparently,
There's not.
I
There's not
really-
many, I think.
there's about in total. I believe it's around 16, 17 game shows in Britain.
And
that-
that's like in the
Really?
last how many years?
Have you got a
Like, in the last
list?
How many years?
'Cause
in the
I'm-
last 20 years. I'm trying to find the list. There is actually a list somewhere. UK game shows did have it as well. That's where I got the facts from.
And
Um,
Well,
like,
yeah.
But then you
So
look
how
at
does
game
this
shows
work?
like-
How many players do we
Well,
need? Like 24 or 60 mil?
Not many. We don't need many. Right. For a start,
Hmm.
on British television, we have
Yes.
Red or Black.
That's
Who
what-
Yeah.
Wants to Be a Millionaire? The two
Yes.
seasons,
Yeah.
the two original seasons of Survivor.
Yes.
The Vault.
Mhm.
The Vault.
Yeah.
Yep.
Poker Face.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
man.
Oh,
Red or
of course.
Black.
Or
Yes.
Yeah.
Heads or Tails, which is on Channel 5. The Million
Yeah, we
Pound
just mentioned
that.
Drop.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
The
I've
Million
heard
Pound
of the
Drop as
concept.
well. The British version
Yeah,
of
but-
Greed.
Oh yeah, that
Yes.
had a million as well.
Technically
That's 10.
speaking, TFI Friday offered £1 million.
But that's
But-
not technically a game show, is it?
It's not.
But
that's
it did
not
offer
really.
£1 million and gave away £1 million as a spoiler to Millionaire a year into Millionaire's run.
Aye.
Right.
So there's your answer. That's another answer for you. Limitless Win.
Yes.
Yeah, so
New one.
I'm trying to find some other ones as well. I think
Can I just say,
anyone got any other suggestions? Because I'm starting to run out of them.
I was going to say, speaking of Limitless Win, Christmas special coming up
Oh, yeah.
soon.
Oh shit, they're bringing it back.
For a Christmas special.
Oh
Yeah,
my
no
god,
shit,
the IPD
Sherlock.
bank account after the fucking episode. 20 mil.
But this time with celebrities.
Oh god.
Oh,
You
so
know-
charity's getting a
you know
massive
something?
payroll.
Do you know how many game shows get cancelled just because they keep doing celebrity editions all
ITV's
the time?
about to lose 50 million in one night.
Oh, loads of them do.
You know, here's the most notorious.
Oh, yeah.
Example.
Cube. By the way, Cube was another one. Cube's another one. So
Oh,
that-
yeah.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
moon.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
trying to
during the
remember.
pandemic.
Yeah, thankfully
Brilliant,
they've gone back
yeah.
to £250,000, which is better.
Oh.
And then got cancelled again.
Ah.
Oh, yeah, you got cancelled.
And still no one beating it! We haven't had a second person beat it, goddammit.
Civilian-wise, we haven't had anyone beat it.
Mo Farah. This will get Mo
Mo
Farah
Farah.
back for a
He's the only
second.
guy who could do it!
Give him one. No, that's raised the stakes. £1,000,000. He gets one life. We'll do it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Oh yeah. Also, technically speaking, as well. It's the most recent one on that list. On that £1 million. We need to get more people in here because there's not many people in here. The ROBLOX Group are
No.
not showing in their things. I'm not showing their.
The ROBLOX Group. No one can except some random people to message on the message board.
Unbelievable. I can't believe it's the ROBLOX Group that's letting us group down. The Discord side of things, yeah, it's going well.
The
Roblox Group.
Discord's got all the players are
It's also,
from the
it might also be
Discord.
because I haven't actually announced anything.
Could be.
On the
Except just show now.
I'm just hope that we're gonna get some more people from the group in.
2 players. I heard it was something to do picking during the show. Ooh, the staple.
Yeah, just
Classic
like the
staple.
live.
Yeah.
Lottery Live. Ah, yes, of course, because it's based off the end game, isn't it?
Yep.
Well, it's using most of it.
Right, all
Oh,
you have to do is make one circle and you get yourself a
hey,
millionaire.
listen to Jamal. Hello.
Hello, Jamal.
Jamal.
Jamal's dead. Okay, anyway.
Get him time.
Anyways, boys.
Hey guys. There you go.
Oh,
Right.
Well, we'll play that in the meantime, and we'll try and make this a bit more interesting for the people around the server, because
So,
we have not many people.
is it if you complete a full circle
Yeah.
by getting back to the start, you win a medal? Or do you explain this? Or something?
It might
So
also
basically
be
you
because
go
it's
in a
all
whole
dark, and
circle
everything's
just
what I'm
to
going to do
win.
is I'm going to turn up the lighting for a minute.
Ooh,
So in
holy
order to win,
sugar!
you just
This is
basically go
nice.
around in a whole circle. How creative.
Yeah,
That's basically
I
it.
mean, if you
well,
land
yeah.
on the exact space you started on, do you win a medal?
How creative.
Hmm.
Yes.
Can I just, SSJ, can I just get your word on that? We did a test
What word?
yesterday, and me and Riso got it. We had
First test run we did, they literally did
first
it.
test one, and we got the mill.
How the hell?
Riley's
There's no
bank
way it's happening
account's
this
gonna
time.
lose money. We're draining Riley's bank account tonight,
Yeah.
boys.
There's no
It's
way
a
it's happening
charity.
this time.
One,
It was
Charity.
a test though, so we got nothing out of it.
4,
No, you got a packet of crisps and
I don't-
free refreshment.
Packet of
5,
crisps. A packet of
Packet
crisps
of
and
crisps
rice.
for
7, 8. So I'm still counting up that whole thing from earlier. 9.
Oh yeah, I should probably get a list up.
Okay, I've got the big. I've got the game shows listed in the 10.
UK game shows with £1
11,
million with a million.
11, 12.
Don't worry, Jamal. What we were talking about earlier was just some silly notion that most
Oh,
game shows these
wait,
days
that's
tend to
enough
be all
already.
the time.
As if peace was ever an option.
Nope.
I mean, what's the big deal about 1 million? Like,
Okay, I think
Dude.
I've got the number. I think I've got the final number, not including revivals. 13
Oh, yeah.
British game shows.
and most of them not even airing now.
The full list. Ready? Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? This is in reverse alphabetical order, by the way. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Survivor. Someone's Going to Be a
Oh, I've
Millionaire.
got another one. I've got another one.
Shafted, which technically had a prize above £1 million. Red or
Even
Black.
though-
Poker Face.
Creative.
The Dara O'Brien quiz on Channel 4.
Yeah, 1 in
6
6 zeros.
which I had earlier
Yeah.
this year, which is the most recent addition to the club. The £1 million drop, Limitless Win. Heads or Tails, Greed, and
Greed.
The Cube.
This is what you get if
However,
you combine these.
technically speaking, you could also consider the E-Millionaire show, which offered £1 million in stock, I believe, or something like that.
Oh god.
Which I don't.
Just
Yeah.
invest in NFTs. They'll become 10 quid.
No, it was £1 million to start their business. Or £1 million each.
Oh.
So
And
there's
wasn't
your
that-
there's your
Oh.
complete list. 13 game shows, not including revivals.
Yes, of
Said it
course.
before, and I'll say it again. Most
Because
of them are not airing right now.
TFI
Yep.
Friday.
Oh yeah.
And that's in the
Almost
last, and that's only been a thing for the last 20 years. Figure that one out. That's crazy. And that's not including anything like pilots or anything, because there's been a couple of them.
Oh right.
A couple of pilots. It's also why Slave Zone. The whole idea of £1 million game show is
Uh,
yeah. Whilst it is a trope, I will admit it's a trope. I've also decided that the next show, which will probably be Safe Zone, will probably
Oh.
not
Obviously-
have £1 million prize.
Thank God!
It'll have a £2 million prize.
Oh, for God's sake!
No.
And if it doesn't win, we go to 3 million.
No,
Thank
I'm
God.
kidding. I'm
God,
fucking
please,
about. Actually, the actual number is actually going to be about 500 grand.
That'll do.
Of course, because the runner-up prize is a giant £100,000 coin.
Yeah, don't get me started on that.
And I have to state by my lawyers, it's not legal tender.
Congratulations, you just spoiled the consolation prize.
Consolation prize, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I thought that was public knowledge. Anyways.
It's kind of
You
public knowledge.
absolute
It's public
idiot.
knowledge if you're not on Discord. It's not public knowledge if you're not on Discord.
As long as I don't
I do
speak
really-
in the
I
Roblox
do
chat,
really
then
wish-
you get 100 grand.
I will admit, I do really wish that Roblox had a better way of updating people, like Roblox groups and whatnot, with new information.
Yeah,
like a
Roblox
blog
has,
or
like,
something, like a
notification.
blog or something.
Notification's a bit weird.
Or
Notification's a bit weird, because sometimes you might actually, like, get notified or something, and then, well,
Yes.
Perno, this is what you get when you combine the Hidden Drop Zone Season 1 set with the Lottery.
Season 1 set, the
little
live,
bit.
lottery live. Kinda, with the floor and the lights. Yeah.
In my opinion, Pano, no.
No, I can see where he's coming. No, I can actually see where he's
I
coming
don't
from.
see it. I don't
can't-
see it.
I can see where he's kind of coming from here with the
The floor,
with
the
with
floor in a
floor-
circle.
It's the floor on the white circle that, along with the slightly raised audience area, makes it look a little bit similar to what, to
Yeah.
the
Look at
raised seating. The
Damn,
raised seating
David
looks a
is
bit
a
like
dedicated
something
fan
from
of
his drop
running
zone,
this,
first drop zone set, whilst the white floor kind of references the Lottery Live.
I didn't realise that these lights changed. That's quite cool. Oh shit, I fell.
There's some interesting
Yeah,
facts
it's-
about those lights. They were originally in the first. Actually, they weren't. They were in the second set design for Safe Zone. And for the record, we've redone the Safe Zone set 3 times. 3 times.
It's gonna be and you're gonna do it another 7 times.
It's not. No, it's very rare.
I bought my top up for the TOF New Year's celebration.
I will admit right now, it is very
You're a week
rare.
early, mate.
It is very rare for me to redo an entire set,
Let alone twice.
let alone twice. I mean,
Let alone 3 times.
right. The drop zone set, the first I mean the 5th drop zone set, technically speaking, the All Stars version of it did technically have 2
Yeah,
versions
The one that,
because
the one that went on for 2 hours.
the first version was prior to me creating a new set for it, and the entire new whole menu and set for it, and that was just the current set with the the season 4 set just with a different color scheme.
Let me see if I can sneak a peek behind the set. Ooh. Oh, there's nothing you can see, it's just...
It'll be a bit later.
What the- wait.
Meanwhile, Lottery Live sets
Hmm.
have never changed mid-season. They've always been the first
Yep.
thing that they've
Yep.
comes to my head.
True. The only thing that did change was the end game or something?
only like,
I need-
it was only like,
I'm gonna do something really rare as well for my shows. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do a reaping.
We're gonna count.
a what?
It's a nice set.
In other words, a reaping. Basically, we're gonna ping everyone again on the official notification side.
A reaping! Holy shit. Witness some history here,
Can't
boys.
see that.
A reaping.
I don't normally do it these days because
Please come and join us. Yeah, please come and join us for the evening. We're gonna try and rent
Apparently in the Roblox game, not here.
Riley's bank account.
Being in the VC doesn't increase your chances.
no, it doesn't actually.
Yeah.
Only being in the game does. I mean, it is actually surprisingly. Did I just do that in the wrong channel? Didn't I? I did.
No,
You did it in
No, I
general.
did it in general.
it
Yeah.
doesn't really matter.
Which means I fucked up a little bit. But I guess it's going to cause a bit more urgency. Do you want to so you can rinse Riley? Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, shut up, man! Come on.
Nah, I mean, it's a weird one because we had hidden drop zones last night, which
Had a minimum. We almost had a minimum.
we had almost the whole set covered, the whole zones covered, which is about right for drop zones these days. But tonight it's just a lot quieter. And normally this is when we
I
do...
mean, it is. It's a Thursday night. People
I
could be
mean,
busy.
Thursday night normally is a much better night. I mean, I might switch them around on the schedules next week. No, I've already.
Yeah.
But then again, though, I've already kind of like locked those into on the YouTube side of things. So yeah, I might have to rethink that out. I don't know yet. We'll see what happens. This is,
1 second.
but the good news is, at least in situations, at least the good thing is, at least in situations like these, I don't have to worry about getting the host to play, or having to get a separate host in. This is mostly the reason. This is the exact reason why I end up hosting everything on my own group. Yeah.
Alright.
Because I'm always prepared for the situation when it's a lot quieter than we anticipated.
Yep. Okay. I mean, it's a nice set.
It's a nice set.
Oh, we got Rezo!
Hey,
We have a Rezo!
How have you
He got.
been?
We defo didn't slander him last night in the meme part of the game night. Which is coming soon to the Riley YouTube channel.
Ironically, last night's episode is not coming soon to the channel. Not because of the whole error with the set. It's because I forgot to record audio on the other side, on the other scenes.
Alright.
Ah,
So basically, in other words, and I might show you this a bit later on the clips.
imagine if this is just
but basically-
Riley.
no,
Imagine if this is just Riley showing his new car.
No,
I've got a Tesla now.
It's
Good
the,
on
right,
it.
the first half an hour is fine because I have it on the pre-show side, and then the moment I
Yeah.
change it over to the main screen, the audio just cuts out because I forgot to add in the inputs and outputs. And it's not just my input and output; it's the entire input and output. So basically, I have an hour of people basically me just walking around a set in silence. So I'm frustrated about that. So yeah.
What font did you use for the logo? Just asking.
It's called Acquire, I think. I found it on one of those free font sites. I mean, that and the drop zones, new hidden text on the drop zones, and the new logo. I grabbed it off a font site.
Did you send it to me in DMs? For reasons I will not discuss.
I don't have the address on it. It's just called Acquire. So just search up Acquire font, and it should pop up somewhere. I don't know where though. I can't remember half the fonts I can grab. Yeah. 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 I mean, yeah.
We've reached the near time.
I'm also meant to have food being brought up to me. Hopefully before everything starts, so I can finish it quickly before the show properly gets going. But if that's not the case, I'm screwed because that means I'm stuck with food, warm food, which I'm unable to eat unless I stop controlling my character, and yeah. Thank God this one doesn't require a lot of walking about on my part. For the most part, anyway. Yeah. We also got the special presentation, the Catch Me If You Can, next week as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so that's where the hexagonal game board gets put in.
Oh.
That's gonna be.
Why is it?
That's gonna be a
why
lot
is
of fun, I think.
It reminds me. You know what it reminds me of? The entire concept. It reminds me of that one game show pilot, Catch.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Where, I might as well make a YouTube video because I was going to talk about how I make original formats at some point, but I will probably mention it. Let me do that, and if I can find it on YouTube somewhere. It is on YouTube somewhere. I know it is. I can't find it in the searching on the quick search. Ooh.
Cyclone!
I found another. Here's one that might be interesting for you guys.
What?
I'm gonna pump some pilots over into general quickly. I found one for a show called Cyclone.
Celebrity Cyclone.
No, just Cyclone.
Not that Cyclone.
And it looks. The first minute and a half looks so like cheap. And it looks so cheap. I don't know. This is one of those examples. Oh Jesus Christ! They got Graham Norton on it.
I don't know how they got the budget to get him to do it.
They got Graham. No, they got Graham Norton in
Ooh.
on the pilot.
The Cyclone.
What the? I didn't even pick up on that.
So, hold on a second.
This is an actual show they actually piloted it on that they've actually piloted in the UK.
Even though it's part of another show called, what was it called?
Against the Odds. And in fact, it looks like it was actually just taken from a British pilot of it.
This isn't a
Yeah.
pilot, this is just a clip.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That is really trippy.
That's
How can anyone like pass it off as a pilot when it's already part of another program?
I'm gonna find some other ones. I think.
That.
Are they called pilot
That's
tapes,
a
aren't they?
bit-
Are they called pilot? They're called
Yeah.
pilot tapes, aren't they? If I'm correct.
Yeah.
Ooh, they got one for the Game of Life. A full episode of the Game of Life.
Oh god. I'm alive.
Game of Life. There's a. I don't know. There's a. I do know what you're on about though. I do remember seeing a thing for Catch. This is.
Oh yes.
Yeah, because it's the one where you answer like hangman puzzles to move on
It's
a
word.
board.
No, it's kind of a bit like that, but it was also a word search.
Ooh, bowling.
Yeah, because you've
puzzle.
also got the center stage, which also has all the different letters on it, and you literally jump to different letters to make words.
I'll give
And
them
of
that.
course, eventually reach the middle.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. That's what. I mean, this is gonna be a bit different from that. I mean, how would I describe it personally? Hard one.
They never, because there's never was a full pilot or I don't think it was ever sold.
A sizzle reel was produced. I know that. No, what's the other one I was thinking of? There's another show I'm thinking of off the top of my. Oh no, that's one of the things I was preparing for. If we go down the game night route with it.
I think I remember talking about an idea that I came up with. I found out it was inadvertently from another idea from Finland, and I just like put the two together. I was like, oops. But at least it works. It's a bit similar.
Oops.
Ish.
Five minutes, boys.
Bowling pointing out that really the Group shows don't commonly
Unless-
get as good turnouts. Unless the name of the show is Hidden Drop Zones, it never does get a good turnout.
Or
The
multi-millionaire.
only time it did
Multi-millionaire
get a good
doesn't count,
turnout was
that's
All
TRS.
Stars.
Oh yeah.
The only time it gets a good turnout is bloody when we say the word All Stars Hidden Drop Zones on it on big text.
Or just hidden drop zones. Or just the word hidden.
Actually, to be fair, I feel like the only
Or
reason
just
Hidden
the
Drop,
word
the
drop
only
zone.
reason, right, the only reason I think Hidden Drop Zones did so well, especially in the later weeks, was because the whole Shade Light runs it and Rezo bit. Because we actually
Wait,
hyped-
what?
No, here's the fact. Here's some interesting facts, right? We hyped those up. We hyped it up on with a new trailer, which we released the day after the episode, and that bloody boosted into episode 6, and that sixth episode became the biggest, really big show we've had in years. So technically, I have to thank you guys for doing that. even though it was spontaneous.
It was just like,
Because you somehow managed to double the
strategy. We were just thinking strats, and it's like,
yeah. But you somehow
what the hell? Just
it might have also
we were
been
like-
it might have also been because of the lottery RP as well being open at the same time. But both of those things led to a massive surge in players, and I think we actually doubled the number. We doubled our fucking number from the week prior because of it. And that isn't. I don't try to look at numbers these days. I don't really try to look at numbers, but I can recognise that fact that we doubled.
I don't usually care about the numbers as long as
I don't
everyone's
try
having a
to
good time.
these days. I don't try to. But the fact of the matter is, I was very surprised that we were able to double it. We doubled it. Actually, I think we almost tripled it as well, maybe at one point. I don't know. But I think next week we're gonna see a better intake. I think next week we'll see a better intake because everyone's off next week. And
Oh yeah, next week we're getting like 50 million people.
no, I doubt we're not going to hit 50 million people. But if we get more, if we get about, I don't know. I say 10. If we get more than 10, maybe
we
12.
Do have 2, 4,
If we get 12
6,
people on drop zones and 12 people on Revolution, we're fine.
We have about 11 here, so
Fair enough.
I like how there's just one guy talking and then everyone else is just talking in Discord.
I'm making a Revolution logo, so
Oh,
if you bring in creations,
Right,
it's like the chess logo.
literally.
I'm going to turn on the pre-show lights.
Random discussion, one guy. So, why is no one talking?
Why is no one talking?
Anyways, should we all place? So, it's basically. Oh my god, the lights are turning on.
The lights are going down. The lights are going down on set. We are about to go. We're about to go live in 45 seconds.
Quiet on set. Quiet on set.
Let me do the back. Oh, I need to get my clothes on as well quickly. So let me do that.
No, those clothes.
No. It's not. You can
Quiet on
relax.
set.
You guys can relax. It's not a Christmas costume.
You just have Riley hosting every single show in this entire.
It's not a Christmas costume. I only did that for drop zones.
Watch, he's gonna host, like.
I don't know if this has an announcer going through this. I think it did on this one. Lottery Live did have an announcer during the intro.
Nah, we're gonna go down the multi-millionaire route here. Not the multi-millionaire route. The drop zones
Oh my
route.
god.
With
Cinematic
with the
intro,
cold
lighting,
open.
light-
We're gonna have a cold
watch him
open.
just- The lights are gonna go crazy in about 10 seconds.
I need to refresh.
Yeah, right.
Are you sure? I've watched the intros of
Like hell, if the lights go crazy. Don't only go crazy when multi-millionaire happens. When somebody wins like, I don't know, 10 million.
Here's the fucking host walks on the stage. Fucking sparks are everywhere.
Yeah, I really.
Right, here we go.
I'm gonna do 35
The beginning.
seconds, and I'm gonna also cut the music.
Quiet on set. Quiet on set. We're about to watch the pyro budget get ruined.
No, we don't have any pyro on set. We don't have pyro today. We don't have pyro.
The lighting
Gosh, we
budget,
don't have the
our
money for
electricity
it.
bill.
No, it's not that. It's not
The
that. It's just
electricity
gonna be
bill.
asked.
When do we have the budget for anything if we're giving out millions just like
In
the fucking
really
cake?
blue brick, I think because multi-millionaire happened. Good grief, the budget's gone.
Yeah, but that
multi-millionaire
have anything.
ruined our
That
team,
does not have anything to do with the fact of that being.
Revolution. Oh boy.
Fucking Pokemon.
I see the Revolution logo, then I just go into creation.
Right on.
Yes.
Here we go.
Here we go.
There we go.
Dude.
Oh, we have a drum.
Yo.
And we'll be back after the break. Oh. And there you go. Yep, there you go.
Yes, Grandma.
My hands were really full during that. I had food in my. I had food to have as well, so it's like. So I wasn't my optimal there. Let me go.
Alright.
Let me grab this a minute. I'll be right back down there. I'll be right back. luckily for me, someone was waiting at the door with to take it down. So I should be in a bit of a better position right now to yeah, handle this everything. Let me reset the main game, and let's also just close the doors and remove that as comprise. And kill off Jamal.
Um, there you go.
Right then. Yeah. Sorry about that, everyone. As I said, I did have my hands a bit full there. I had my hands a bit full with multiple things. I literally just had my food delivered to me as we just started, which I'm going to murder someone for later. I'll murder them. I will murder them in a similar style to that on the traitors.
What, just send them a letter?
Yeah, could consider that. It's probably how I'm going to do it as well. You. Really? I think. Okay, no, it's not. I thought he was for a second. I will deal with him later after the show, though. Right then. Right.
Oh, wait,
What
We
would
need
I think I've accepted your friend in, Jamal. Bowling.
his name is OC0C or Black.
Yeah, he's in. He's in now. Okay, I'm gonna count down the timer.
Get in here.
I was not expecting that to take half an hour, by the way. I was expecting that to take 20 minutes, but not half an hour.
Well, actually, considering if he actually got around half the board, it would have took more than half an hour.
No, I wasn't expecting it to take half an hour. I thought it was going to take 20 minutes. Considering how fast we do it in the final, on lottery, I thought we were going to take 20 minutes at most with the game and the thing. But no, we took 40. We took half an hour. At least the good thing is that's going to mean I'm going to I mean, at the end of the day, that's good news for me because I can figure out the optimal amount of time I can spend on the per game. Plus, the less games I have to re-add in, and that's better. Better for my own timing.
What did you expect when a pair is a contestant? That's true.
Alright then, let me get the coin off and just make sure everything's working fine, and then we'll be ready for the next players. Okay, just get ready and we'll do CD 25.
Thank God this is a British show, so we have an excuse for the ad-breaks to be this short. Because British ad-breaks are too short.
Right then, and that's all good, and then that's
Unless
gonna...
it's ridiculously long with German ad-breaks and the absolute knowledge.
Oh, I mean, I got money. The money's on the Catch Me If You Can to be as long as a German primetime Saturday night game show.
Yeah.
I'll show you the board in after the show.
Off we go. Germany, there are some really long ad-breaks.
Should everyone? Oh, look at that.
That was your first episode.
There we go.
2 wipeouts bleeding out.
Ooh.
We'll get there in the end, though.
I had a lot of plagiarism.
Shade, if we didn't take the golden path, we would have had the million.
Like
Yeah.
you're gonna get a winner on the first
I
episode.
was
Bloody hell.
shaking through that. Holy shit, man.
Not even shaking at all.
That was a
One off as well, man. One off the middle.
1-over. It happens.
Yeah,
It
I
happens.
know.
It's like, I mean,
Yeah.
it's just it happened a lot on the lottery as well.
I mean,
So let me
we
let
were
me just let me just
we
remind
were
you, we had
dealt
that
a, we
happen.
were dealt a bad hand with 7 turns and we still did it.
Where is it? Where's the picture? I know there's a picture around here somewhere. On the TRN server. It's tight, and I remember calling it. How close can you get? And it kind of sums it up perfectly. Oh, is it not on there? I thought it was there. But no, the moment I remember, that's like one of the moments I remember from the lottery, is that moment, and it was Mono who did it. It was Mono who said it, and Mono quite simply said literally one turn off. How close can you get? And it's
Damn.
and that is the moment that kind of sticks with me from especially from that second season of the lottery.
Oh, yeah.
That moment especially sticks with me, and I guess it's kind of why I wanted to do the like lottery spin-off, this version of the show. That has also kind of paid off as well in group members trying to join, because I've now just had 3 group member requests and another 3 come up. So I might be doing
Literally,
lockout more often.
I thought we were gonna get Simbin. Jesus.
I mean, I thought you guys were going to get Simbin as well. Honestly, it's RNG at the end of the day. It's it can happen. It just can happen at any time. You never know what you're going to get on the show. He has... I'm going to leave him on the group request page. So yeah, it was it's an interesting one to watch on my end. I did have a lot of stuff to be getting on with on the things on that side. Anyway, let me show you the board for the upcoming thing.
It's an event.
For the special event, call it a special event if you want. I'm just going to pull it up on photos. I had to create it in PowerPoint because the fact of the matter is, I could not get it.
Oh, the design.
No, because PowerPoint, to create it on PowerPoint is easier to do than actually create it through GIMP. So this is our board. And I had to number them. I had to number most of the squares, or most of the tiles.
Oh my god.
Now, I'm going to make this very clear. I'm going to make this very clear that I had to number the tiles, because if I didn't number the tiles, it'd be very difficult to figure out where you wanted to go.
Yeah.
So, during the event, someone could just say, "Hey, can I move my character from, I don't know, 53 to 108? I can do that with ease." So yeah, that makes my life a lot easier.
Scripted, this would be a nightmare.
I mean, it wouldn't be. I mean, for
Unless, of course, you figure out somewhere.
human pawns would probably be used on the or like it'd be easier to, it'd be easier to use on doing Roblox, but this is be a bit more difficult to run on PowerPoint. Well, it's not going to even run on PowerPoint. I managed to hook up to Tabletop Simulator. So right now I'm working on the version.
Did someone just say Tabletop Simulator?
I did.
Riley did.
I did.
Well, as in playtest it on Tabletop Simulator.
No, I can run. What I'm going to probably end up doing is I'm probably going to end up running it through Tabletop Simulator on stream to the VC.
Right.
From the VC, then we can open a Roblox server up, private server for the mini games.
Okay.
So basically, that's the plan right now. It's basically I'm gonna run it for a stream. The game elements can be run through the stream, and Tabletop Simulator gets used for that. And then I can just immediately switch over to Roblox for the actual mini game portions. I've spent 800 Robux on an Epic Mini Games Game Pass.
Question, what's the question mark for?
Huh? They're mystery tiles. Basically, Basically, that's another reason why I'm going to end up using the Tabletop Simulator, because with the Tabletop Simulator, I can also create a deck of cards with ease.
What, specially made for this?
Specially made, yeah. And I can basically just put those also into the game, and I can also and they shuffled it for me as well. They can shuffle the deck and you can draw the cards and everything. I did not think about Tabletop Simulator as an option until today. I was originally going to just run it all on PowerPoint.
That would take a while to put all the stuff in.
Fun fact, it took me no less than 3 hours to get almost 150 of those tiles onto PowerPoint. It became unstable multiple times, and it was
3 hours.
It took me 3 hours to get that. because I had to individually place each hexagon around the thing. 3 hours. No joke. No less than 3 hours.
Wow.
Fun fact, I did a Roblox prototype as well, and it took me about 30 minutes.
What?
Hey?
Let me show you quickly find the Roblox one, because I know I got that somewhere around here. I did a Roblox version in the event that I was going to end up running it in Roblox, but I decided against doing it in Roblox because it would involve either me
'Cause
or
you
the
did say
entire
something on
server.
minigames.
It would involve me or the entire server running all the way from the Epic Minigames private server to the I forgot what it's called. To the game with the actual thing in. Well, that'll run on. It should run. Hoping it will. And back. Let me try that. I don't know if you guys will be able to see anything on that. You can? Yeah, you can. You can see fine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I had 2 prototypes done on it as well. That was the first version, and it didn't work that well. This is the second version, and yeah, it looks a lot better, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Bloody Nora, why does it remind me of that? Oh, does anyone remember that one online game you play where you move markers on this hexagonal board, and you chose to either move a piece or add a piece onto another adjacent square? And of course, if there's any adjacent opposing squares, they would change to that colour. Either that or Star Trek would probably be a better idea. They come up with weird ideas with hexagonal boards.
I mean, yeah. I will be honest in saying it. There's a part of me that thinks, but there's a way. I will say there are many ways I could take this, and I'll actually mention an inspiration for this. And I'm trying to find the post specifically because it was a Bothers Bar post, and I'm not joking either. It was a Bothers Bar post that I saw earlier this year. I think it was probably it was a Bothers Bar post. I'm trying to find it, and it was a Twitter post from Daniel Peak as well that originally kicked it off for me. And it's like I'm sat there thinking, okay. So and it's basically about originally it was a knockoff of The Chase. If I can, there it is. I found it.
Wait,
I found the thing.
Chase or just
It
Chase
was-
with a dollar?
No. It was a complete and a knockoff of The Chase. I found because I follow the Bothers Bar. Let me see there. And it's legit the thing, and it's what Bothers Bar posted about it, and it was originally a post from Daniel Peak. Basically, it's a IP theft of The Chase. Literally, an IP rip-off of The Chase that you can actually see that, can't you? Using the US Chase colours.
Oh my giddy aunt.
And I've said, look at all those money tokens. It's bigger than the really blue brick budget.
Oh, wow.
Couldn't just afford play money?
No, there's some of the questions as well. They have a gamble question. Credit Daniel Peak, obviously, but yeah, that basically was the starting point for that whole charade. And I'm sat there thinking, okay, there's so many better things you could do with the title of Catch Me If You Can than a
You could
fucking
just take
Chase
the title and
rip-off.
just do a different game.
Yeah, there's other ways you could have done this, and I think this was probably one of those ways I would have done it. This is where I would have interpreted the title. Because inspiration, annoyingly, comes from anywhere. And I say annoyingly because, let's be real, it does come from anywhere. So that's been stored up in my head for no less than 2 months. The potential ways I'm going to take it is either game night, in a future game night special event or something, which would be quite hard to do on my side of things, because especially if I'm at uni doing it, because it's going to be probably going to end up being browser games, wouldn't it? So, oof. The alternate situation is I take it to Roblox next year, to put it into development next year, and make it a bit more like really Who Done That and Wrong Poolmate, in that the mini games are already in the map, and I run not etc. That's probably the more likely option. Or alternatively, the third option, continue to run it as a special event, except everything's trivia.
So, like, if you answer the questions correctly to move on a game board, people.
Which was the original idea, because the original idea was to do closest two questions, not too dissimilar to fucking what's it called, wits and wagers. The original plan was to do wits and wages style questions. The closest person would get the most moves. The person furthest out would get no moves.
And
So,
of
yeah.
course, with the idea of catch them if you can, objective is to catch your opponents on the same space.
Yeah. I'm probably going to play around with battles as well. In the event that, so in other words, if a player manages to catch them, instead of instantly eliminating them, they do have a chance to fight back, and we do a battle instead to decide who stays. Mini games or question yet to be figured out.
Right.
So yeah, and once we, I think the last bit is once we get down to 2, the end game's hard and hard one to figure out. I think it's just going to be a final battle, because I don't really want to spend 3 additional hours that is, watching people go around in a circle, because when 2 people go around in circles because they could not decide to make a decision relating to, or no one wants to actually make a decision to actually go and take one of them out.
Mm-hmm.
So probably going to be a final battle there as well, but we'll see.
Aye.
So yeah, ironically, I'm surprised how I haven't also managed to put a cash value in yet. Much like with everything else on Pretty Blue Book these days. I mean, to be fair, Revolution could have just easily have been no cash prize, but yeah, we have to have some sort of scoring system, I guess. Am I ranting, or has everyone else just run out of things to say?
No.
Because there's a lot of shit.
I think I've run out of ideas.
You've run out of ideas. I mean,
Uh,
I think I've proved that today I've got more. I've still got some ideas. Should play a game or something or something. Yeah, I think that might be what we should do. I think we should play a game. Let me find something. We'll play something, because that's, yeah.
I'm actually gonna shoot out because it's gonna be midnight soon.
Yeah, actually, to be fair, I might go soon.
I
I might
gotta
go
prepare.
soon instead though, because I probably might get some
yeah.
sleep. I got to edit this up again.
Yeah.
At least this time I know that everything actually worked for the most part, except for the 45 minutes where I accidentally fucking had my screen too big. But I think I might as well leave it there. I'll let everyone get some sleep. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. I think this is the next time we got. Yeah, Tuesday, because it's the because of the actual event. And then yeah, have a good Christmas, everybody. Have a good Christmas. I'll see you in a couple of days.
yeah.
Get some rest, everyone. I'll see you soon.